Right, folks, good. Well, at the time of this recording, it is 10 o'clock on the Saturday morning of
27th of August.
27th of August. Anything happen, especially on the 27th of August in the past?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just asking the question. So it's the bank holiday. It's bank holiday.
Oh yeah. No.
There's the bank holiday. We've been listening to the news this morning, haven't we, June?
Yes. The sitcoms.
Yeah, fucking sitcoms. And there's this. Sorry, folks, I'm just preparing myself. I've not got myself ready. On the news this morning, it's all. Is it like an amber warning?
Amber warning, because it's a bank holiday.
It's a bank holiday. It's like nobody knew this was going to fucking happen, and apparently, in fact, there's a bit here in the paper that I want to read about. Millions heading out.
You're always doing that. What's the matter with you?
It's because I try to breathe, talk, and swallow at the same time.
It's tricky, isn't it?
It fucking is to me. Millions are heading out in the bank holiday sunshine. Are you laughing at?
I don't know.
She don't know. With forecasters predicting temperatures in the high 20s. Ooh, high 20s. Ooh, fucking hell.
Well, that's still about 15 degrees lower than it was at the height of summer.
Yes, when we were all dying and the world was burning.
It's always been about that around now, isn't it? Because we used to go away then. We used to go away beginning of September, end of August, beginning of September. And even if we'd had a rubbish summer, it was always nice in September.
You could always guarantee it was nice in September. And bit of bacon in my teeth. And the big weekend getaway kicked off amid the more warnings. We need so many warnings because none of us can fucking think and plan ahead. June's sitting behind the camera going, do you know what, right? We've got to go away for the day at the end of the week. We're just popping off somewhere, leaving Ginger, and we're going away. And I've just checked the oil and the water on the van because I want to be prepared. And I've got oil in the water. There's something gone. So, got it to the garage, got to get it sorted, right? Done.
But you didn't need some overpaid twat at the BBC to tell you to do it.
No, they didn't. I didn't need it. I don't know how we've got to this fucking time in life where we've not had warnings in the past. It also warned of major delays around the Reading and Leeds festivals. What a surprise. Thousands and thousands of people going, and people are expecting the roads to be clear and fucking easy going. And it estimated 45% of UK drivers will take to the roads for a non-commuting journey between yesterday and Monday. Because they can. Because they can, that's why they do it. I said to June earlier on, do you want to go up to Foss Park? I want some lounging shorts. And June says, nah, fuck it. The roads will be full. Because she can think. Can't you think, my sweetheart?
I can't think. I think lots of things, but I don't say on here.
Don't say them on here. Don't want to say them on controlled YouTube.
Control tube.
Control tube. That's the way it's going. So anyway, AA's Sean Sidley says the world's ending again. It's going to be among the busiest as a weekend. It's the last bank holiday of the summer. People are going to make the most of it while they've got money in the pockets, while they can still spend it, and then thieving bastards at the utility companies take it all off us. Well, I tell you what, they can fuck off, because I'm going to use as much as electricity and gas as I can, and when the bill comes, I'll be saying, fuck off, you're not having it. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. It's all scaremongering, folks. All this about $6,500, it won't happen. Because the country will
if
just...
If it does happen, nobody can pay it. So.
If it does happen, you can't pay it. What you do is you go and buy yourself little Calagas things and you live like you did during the war. Now, obviously, we didn't live during the war, but we know people who did, and they just got on with it.
Do you know what? We were talking about this the other day. When we were kids, you didn't have central heating right through the house, did you?
No.
Ever?
No.
I mean, we weren't badly off for money. My mother and dad had split up, and my dad kept us pretty much. But my mother didn't have a lot of money to spend on housekeeping.
He kept her on a leash.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot of housekeeping. She didn't have a lot, but the house was heated. But we didn't have central heating upstairs. We had 2 radiators downstairs and a Park-Ray fire, which I suppose was a bit like the wood burning stoves.
Yeah.
And those radiators only came on when the fire was lit.
Yeah. It's
So
logic.
you didn't have heating upstairs in the bedrooms.
Well, where we lived, we didn't have any central heating downstairs. Fuck all. We had a gas fire in the living room.
Yeah.
And that was basically it. And the house was built in the 60s, but we never got round to having fucking central heating put in. We had a fucking brand new fucking Escort Sport on the drive.
We've got central heating, very well insulated house, but how many times in the winter have we put the central heating on, which heats every house?
I suppose you can control your radiators, can't you?
Every room, but we go upstairs and you can't bloody sleep because it's too hot in the bedrooms.
Too hot.
And we haven't actually got the things on the radiator, have we, where you can turn them down, either on or off.
No. It's just, so this is it. Back in the 70s, people never had heating. We had a Calagas upstairs, we had a paraffin heater, and we had something else. How the fuck we didn't all die of CO2 fucking poisoning, I do not fucking know. My mum used to come in, she'd put the fire on in there, she'd put the fucking, the people that said you're saying fuck too much, couldn't get fuck. You put the gas on in the kitchen to try and warm everything. We had a little fire in the hallway, and that was it. That was it. And people are all banging on now about, we can't afford to put the heating on. We never had any fucking heating.
I can remember quite regular in the winter going to bed in my dressing gown.
Yeah, them big thick Winsiette sheets.
Yeah.
That used to pin you down to the fucking bed.
Yeah.
So, but there you go. So this is it, folks. This is the warning. Do we need warnings for this? Do we actually need to be told things are going to go really busy? Are we going to be having the fucking the media at Christmas going, oh, Christmas is coming, don't forget to buy a present for your wife? No, because people actually do think for themselves. They do realise what's happening, and we don't need the corrupt media telling us what to think and do, because it's been funded by the government and Bill Gates and anybody else who wants to control our thinking. Think on that, fucker, folks. Think on that. Right, so let's get on with this now. That I've got something I've got over here, and it's called a tablet. And I wanted to have a quick word about this. I was going to turn it into a little funny thing, but I thought, fuck it, I'll put it here. University berated for allowing a PhD in masturbation.
What the fuck?
No, what the wank.
Yeah.
There's no fucking, it's wanking. The University of Manchester has been criticised by an MP. What are you doing? You look like you were hanging on tight then. You look like you bite the pillar. Carl Anderson. Oh, well, there you go. He's got to be fucking Swedish, Norwegian, Scandinavian or something, isn't it?
Well, let's put it this way. I think you would have got a master's degree in that.
Oh, fucking no, I would. Definite.
I think most blokes would.
Yeah. Carl Anderson was researching the Shota genre of Japanese comic books, which centre around pubescent male characters. Basically then, it's young lads knocking one out over porn, and this silly fucker here has made a PhD out of it.
Does he think he's just discovered it then?
Yeah.
Does he just think he's just discovered wanking?
People have been wanking for years.
It always makes me laugh.
What, wanking?
The youngsters think they've
created this new thing where you look at...
Oh, no, they do, and it's like... Sometimes Ginger will say things to us, won't you, as if to say, what are you talking about? You can't say things like that. One, she shouldn't be bloody listening, but for some reason she thinks the youngsters invented sex.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I remember the case catalogue and all those, and knocking one out over the laundry section. Laundry. Knocking one out. washing machines. Oh, I love us a new set. Oh, the lingerie. I used to like the older ladies' lingerie as well. I've always preferred that.
Cross your heart bras and corsets?
Yeah, there's something authority kind of.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's why I dress you up as a school teacher, my love. So anyway, basically this bloke has made a PhD for people. You had a 4,000 word article. So basically, you had to look at these. You had to read it. You had to look at it, and after each masturbation session, you would write down thoughts and feelings and a kind of critical self-reflection in a notebook.
What?
I wonder if it was a white, clean notebook. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I would have thought he just thought that was good.
Yeah, but
it's really
Japanese porn. It has like the little square box on the bit. So what the fuck's all that about? So there you go. That's what I think of that. What a load of wank. Now moving on. What we're on 11 minutes. And right. So only 37% of UK adults saw a dentist during the past year. NHS figures show that numbers seen by its dentist have dropped by 1.7 million over the past 2 years in England, with health leaders warning the service is on its last legs. It's got no teeth, it's got no bite.
I doubt it's on its last legs. Because there's plenty of people want to use the service.
Well, that's why it's on its last legs, because there's no fucking that.
I paid privately for the dentist.
Yes, we pay privately.
Well, we didn't have no choice, you couldn't get in an NHS.
Yeah,
really.
apart from that.
But anyway, that's by the by. But we still had to wait because they weren't seeing anybody.
Yeah.
They weren't seeing anybody during lockdown.
Yeah.
And when you could see them, they had to give you they had to leave a half-hour slot between patients because they've got to fumigate or air or do something to the room.
You don't get that on GB News, do you? People walking up and opening the window. Well, that's it, yeah, because I wanted me, I've got what had I done? I've done something fucking stupid.
Oh, you wanted your teeth cleaning, didn't you?
Yeah, and I wanted them checked. I wanted to check, and my teeth brushing. You know, that high-powered brush. Scale and polish. And he says, I can't, he had to book it, and he says, we have to leave the room empty for half an hour. You fucking what?
Well, that's 3 checkups. What is it? 10 minutes for a checkup, innit?
Yeah. You've got to... I've got a bloody wasp in here now. Who opened that window?
You did.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, so that's like, no wonder the last 2 years have been a complete fucking nightmare, and as it's all coming out, and it was just a complete waste of fucking time, and it's just pushed everything so far back, we may as well be getting on Noah's fucking Ark.
Well, you've got to ask yourself. I mean, they must have known this was going to happen, and they're acting all surprised that it's happened now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all acting surprised about it. And it's like, anybody really, with a half a sense of outside, I can't even say what sense there is, but anybody really who thought about it could see that you fucking stop something for so many months, it's going to be a backlog.
Yeah.
It's like waiting for a taxi, right? Yeah. You're waiting there for a taxi, you all come out the nightclub, there isn't a taxi there. Not taxi there. Queue's getting bigger. Taxi's no there. Taxi comes. But the queue's still getting fucking bigger. It's just fucking ridiculous. And these twats are on fortune. Just Stop Oil Tarquins blocked 7 petrol stations yesterday. More than 50 activists were involved in the latest large-scale scaremongering action by the Pressure Group. They want the government to halt new oil and gas projects. I think they can fuck off with that, because the state... I read somewhere yesterday that it's going to be, before long, petrol's going to be better to charge, to run your car on, because electric's going to be ridiculous. The actual electric car isn't going to be able to be efficient or economically efficient enough to fucking have one. And I'm not having a fucker. I'm not having it. I am 53, I don't know if you know it. In the last year, I've said this many times before, in the last year of combustion engines, I am going to go and buy a brand new van and a brand new fucking car. I don't care if I go in debt for it. Well, it won't be debt, will it? But I don't care. I'm not falling for this bullshit. This green agenda of these silly fuckers standing outside petrol stations. There were one in Leicester the other day, and I wish I knew it were there. I'm going to buy bull bars for the transit.
And do what?
Chip them. It's just bullshit. Absolute bullshit. It's not going to work. And then people, oh, you got to do your bit. No, get China doing their bit before we start doing our bit. Because they're not bothered.
Are they using child minors? I could be wrong here, so don't quote me, but are they using child minors to mine the Lithuanium?
Lithuanium, they're getting that. And China have actually reported they've only got enough...
Lithuanium? That's a country,
yeah, it's a country. Lithium. Fuck's sake. Yeah, but you see, the good thing about me is I'll leave my mistakes in. I won't re-edit it that I look fucking clever and intelligent and stuff.
Fucking hell.
You're going to get a slapped off.
I'm not.
You fucking
You don't get one.
Well, I'll like that.
Turn the camera off.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've seen the pictures of it. Kids just mining for stuff with no protective gear, a pair of flip-flops and fucking shorts and a t-shirt. And you're all driving around in your fucking battery-driven cars.
Being all virtuous.
Yeah, and I've always said, well, I've not always said it, but I was thinking of this the other day, well, the other month. Unless your car has been made by wind power and solar power, and you charge by wind power and solar power, you are not green. You're not green. That's it. Unless that company is fueled by solar and wind power or fucking water power or whatever, you're not fucking green. You're just virtue signaling.
I just sometimes wonder whether that's why they're making it so bloody difficult for people to travel abroad and making the fuel so expensive. Is it just part of the green agenda?
It's just part of the scaremongering agenda. And no doubt people are going to leave comments and have a go. And there you go. Now, COVID jab firm Medina is suing... Moderna. Fuck's sake. That's what them coppers were dancing at the other day, weren't
they? Macarena. You're thinking about Funky Cold Medina.
Yeah, something like that. Moderna is suing two rival producers after claiming it's copied their technology. Now, when all this COVID jab shit were coming out, right, I thought everybody were working together. It was for the population. It was for the better good, or the greater good. The greater good. It was to help the human race survive. It wasn't political, and it wasn't profit driven. It was, let's all get together and not now.
Time spirit.
Yeah, not now. No, the truth is coming out now that it was more about money and filling you all up with a fucking jab and making more money. And I found something out the other day. It's amazing what you can find out if you actually go digging on the internet, right? That Ursula von Leyen.
Ursula von der Leyen, yeah.
Yeah. Her husband runs a company that makes the vaccine.
Well, tickle my tits too.
And then I'd love to tickle your fucking tits. Camera off. That's going to be a new saying. Camera off. Off. Yeah. So she was buying it for the EU from somebody she was married to. Or is married to. I'll leave that there. Right, Gary Neville, he's refused to be styled by Sky Sports companies about his Atlantic ties. Don't blame him. Don't blame him at all. Don't blame him one fucking bit. You want to wear a tie, Gary Neville, you wear a tie. Thousands of Brits could die this winter as their budgets are squeezed by soaring energy bills, Martin Lewis has warned. The money-saving expert below says, he's got a picture below here, said many would be left without heating as Ofgem hiked the price cap to £3,549, a record 80% increase, costing an extra £1,578 per year. Don't fucking pay it.
Yeah, don't pay it. Put the heating on and don't pay it, and let them cut you off.
Yeah, let them cut you off. Let them fucking cut you off. Do you know what, folks? Sometimes you can all sit there and say, no, you got to pay it. No. Fuck them. Let's start fucking fighting back against these bastards. Everybody start getting onto your MPs and start saying this isn't acceptable. And when the next election comes, don't vote Tory, don't vote Labour, don't vote for Mr. Ed, that fucking yellow lot, right? Vote independent. Go for a different party. Let's start showing these fucking lame dead, lib dames.
Oh, lib dem.
Them fucking
lame dem.
Yeah, you see, can't even fucking remember them. I think it's some bloke called Ed who.
Ed Balls.
No, Ed. I think it's Ed David. No, fucking. Well, yeah, he's yellow, isn't he? He could go in that. This Martin Lewis is here. He's saying all this. Just fuck them. Just fuck the lot of them.
If you can't pay it, you can't pay it. But you put your priority is food.
Yeah, and it's there that if you've got anybody who's disabled in the house, yeah, they can't cut you off. You've got what, like Arthur Scargill?
No, child.
Child. You've got children. I don't think they can cut you off.
No, they can't. They can't cut you off.
Just fuck them. Look into it. It's not about joining this don't pay group or anything. Just look into it and go, fuck them. I'm going to cancel my direct debit, right? And they're on at me now. They want to fit a new meter in my house. Well, they can fuck off. I don't want a new meter. My meter's fine. Fuck off. You're not making more money out of me. I tried to have a smart meter put in a couple of years ago, but when they came round and seen we've got solar panels on the fucking roof, they didn't want to know.
Didn't want to touch it.
Didn't want to touch it because of some health and safety bollocks. You can't go in the loft. Well, fuck off then. You're not coming in again. You had your chance. You said you were going to phone me. You never did. Fuck off. It's no good now. So, just what they're going to do? If there's so many hundreds of thousands of people who don't pay the bill, how many bailiffs have they got? They can't all come round. They can't all issue court orders and bailiffs to come round. And I'm just going to cancel my direct debit. When I get the bill, I'll pay it on the very last day, if they're lucky.
Well, I think when the time comes, if the bills are that big, they'll have people ringing up and saying, I can't afford this, we need to sort out a payment plan.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it's like saying...
They're not going to cut you off.
No, they're all saying like, oh, it's like Boris was there the other day in Ukraine saying, our people are going to suffer because you're suffering. No, don't. Why should we suffer? Because you're banging out money to Ukraine. Now, some of you are probably going, oh, but they're at war.
And?
That ain't our issue. Our issue is feeding our families and heating our houses for our families. Putting food on the table, fucking clothing our kids and running our households. The government, right, if they want to start fucking I don't understand how that fucking baboon with the blonde hair can just send out money to Ukraine. Surely that should have to go to the Houses of Parliament. They should all sit down and talk about it.
And decide
and they should be fucking asking us as well. It's our money, Boris. It ain't yours, you fucking blonde-haired baboon. You're making me fucking sick. None of you have got an ounce of dignity. I keep trying to get Jane Hunt on my podcast. She's got nothing about her. Absolutely. Here, look, Boris is here, look. There he is, look. Wearing his mask again. I thought the jabs that we bought from fucking von der Leyen's husband had done all that.
Well, they've changed the narrative now, though, ain't they? They're saying, we never said that it would protect you.
Yeah, they did. 100%. It's on this morning with Philip Schofield.
It reduced your symptoms, they're saying now.
She was saying
at the beginning, they said that you couldn't catch it and you couldn't pass it on.
12 days after your first jab, 100% you won't be in prison. 100% you won't be in hospital, you won't catch it, you won't pass it on. It's there. It's on this morning.
Yeah. Fauci,
he's another one.
Biden said it.
Biden, he don't know what fucking day it is though. He thought he got fucking clap. Right, Ozzy is visited by spirits. Hellraiser Ozzy Osbourne claims he's oh, for fuck's sake. Take a breath.
You get overexcited, don't you? It all comes out in a rush.
I love it though. Can you imagine me on fucking BBC News?
No.
Brilliant. Hellraiser Ozzy Osbourne claims his Hollywood home is filled with evil and mysterious figure haunts and haunts him in bed. Ozzy, 73. Why hasn't Ozzy been made Sir Ozzy?
I don't know. He's a legend, isn't he?
Ozzy would be brilliant, Sir Oz.
Yeah.
Soz. In the corner of his bedroom and wife Sharon's bedroom. He says, the house I'm living in now, I get some peculiar feelings in this fucking place. No doubt the dogs have pissed and shit all over the place as well. I really do think something heavy has happened in this house, a murder or something. It's brilliant. If you don't like Ozzy, stop watching me. Leave. A publicity shy, but I reckon though. I meant to say, these spirits, they're probably more scared of Ozzy than he's scared of them.
Yeah, he's Prince of fucking Darkness.
He's the Prince of fucking Darkness, Sharon. A publicity shy man, which is Prince Harry, who claims to be a climate change campaigner, has been spotted setting out on a low-key trip in his 7.6 million private jet. The ginger bloke was born in a Powell's Bombardier Challenger in Santa Barbara, California, on his way to a polo match. Well done, Harry. You fucking you preach it, mate, and we'll all fucking tell you to sod off. Oh, God, somebody will be watching my bloody video now saying I've slagged Prince Harry off. Couldn't give a fuck either. They've got somebody, they've arrested 2 more for that girl who was shot in Liverpool. I won't go on about that because I did a rant about that the other day. Not a rant, a discuss, and disgusting what is happening on our streets. And once again, I blame our politicians. Television historian Dan Snow has branded Stonehenge as overrated, lover.
We've been a couple of times, haven't we, to Stonehenge?
Let me just do this again.
And it's very, very atmospheric.
Yeah, I think it is. I
mean, we sort of went at the time when you already couldn't go up to the stones, but can you imagine a time when you could actually walk up to the stones?
Yeah, I like Stonehenge. I've been twice. I took Ginge, and there is a very eerie feeling.
Yeah, I think so. It's very. I can't explain it.
We went. Me and Ginge went, and it were a bit windy and a bit drizzly, and we were standing there, me and Ginge, we were saying like, oh, how did they get these here? And all them kind of questions that you ask. And we were looking over that way. Then all of a sudden I heard this scream. Looked over the other way. There's some Japanese tourist running across it because her umbrella's blowing out of her hand. It was one of the funniest things I've seen, where she's trying to, and like, typical woman running, legs were coming out like, and tits bouncing all over the place. And I was looking at her from behind.
What were they doing? Coming over her shoulder?
They were coming out here. Like pendulums. Dan Snow says you'd be better off visiting Durham Cathedral. But you see, there again, cathedrals do amaze me. How they built them so straight and plumb back in the day. When we went to York, well, not York, when did we go the other day? Lincoln. A few weeks ago now, very long. We did a video on it. Yeah, we did a video on it.
Before the summer.
Yeah. And how they built them things so upright.
With no health and safety.
Yeah, no health and safety. No high-vis in sight. Nothing. Unbelievable, isn't it?
No building inspectors,
No building inspectors, no blokes with fucking clipboards.
You can't put that there.
Yeah, thinking that they know it when they don't know it. So yeah, I can understand him saying visit Durham Cathedral, but I think to say Stonehenge is overrated, Dan, you're talking shit. Stonehenge is massive.
Well, it's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
It is a mystery, as Toya said.
If you could time travel, I think that's where I would go back to see how they did it. I bet it's something dead boring.
Yeah. Aliens.
No, it's not aliens. Don't talk wet. Predator.
If I could time travel, I'd still go back to see what bloody happened to Madeleine McCann.
No, I'd want to know about Stonehenge.
Would you? Mm. Well, you go Stonehenge, I'll go and see Madeleine McCann, and Dan Snow can go and watch. He can go to the fucking Durham Cathedral. Americans fly in and they do London, Windsor, Stonehenge, Bath. So they go to London, they go to Windsor, they go to Stonehenge, and then they have a bath.
Bath's a nice city, isn't
Bath is a very nice
it?
city.
Is it a city or is it a town? I'm not sure.
I think it's a city. I'm pretty sure
No,
it's a
it's
city.
nice. We went there on our first wedding anniversary.
We did, yes. We left the Chinese on the top of the bloody wardrobe because we forgot, didn't we?
We did. It was a lovely B&B.
Lovely B&B. We sneaked Chinese in, then got up in the morning and we're driving back and went, we've left that
Yeah,
Chinese.
strictly no food in your room.
Yeah, we've left that Chinese on the wardrobe.
Nightmare one way system though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Right, Sylvester Stallone has a new film out called Samaritan. I watched the...
it's about time he retired, isn't it?
Nah.
How old is he?
It's got to be fucking...
80?
It's got to be at least fucking 63.
He looks older than that.
He's been battered around the ring.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
He's got a battered ring.
No, he's got a film out called The Samaritan. I've seen the trailer and it looks... Well, I thought it looked really good, but there again, I like Sylvester Stallone, so that's it. Have we got his age?
I'm just going to tell you, he's 76.
76. And he's still pumping, isn't he? I wonder if he could get a PhD in fucking wanking. Fighter Kev Just Weed. Just a weed. Kevin Nash, the wrestler. Oh, is that one, isn't it? That's it.
That looks like a bunny rabbit thing.
Yeah, it's the Too
Shadow
Sweet.
puppy.
It's Too Sweet. There you go, folks. Thank you. Has launched his own marijuana company. He's named it he's named it Jackknife after his signature powerbomb move. When you're being jackknife, you're not in control over the situation. My decision to enter the legal cannabis industry was not an easy one. Fuck off, Kev. You're fucking making fortune at it. Outright now, then. Can you make a lot of money through selling weed or not? Yeah, I think I'll sell weed. My decision to enter the legal cannabis industry is not an easy one. Through my life, I've lost too many friends to prescription drugs and alcohol. Money, 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 money. So there you go. He's doing that. Oh, it's got a citrus range, so I probably won't be drinking that, smoking that. Golf is being whacked as woke because players once hit balls made of rubber from British colonies. So rubber that was made in the colonies, brought over here, or whatever, the moaning, and something else that fucking moaning about.
Never mind, when they've got a £6,500 energy bill, then they'll have something to moan about.
Yeah, apparently it's something to do with sports have a murky past. Emma Bond, who worked on it, the exhibition opens at Time Store. The display highlights the use of rubber from colonial territories.
Oh my God.
And claims the game itself was forced upon nations in the British Empire. Do you know what? Once again, bullshit. Is there anything that they can actually go back into the past to and find out that the British did that were good? Because at this moment, all they seem to want to do is just
bash the British,
kick us in the fucking nuts.
Bash the British.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just fucking fed up with everything that we do. Times were different back then. You know, let's go, I tell you what, all you fucking dickheads who are kicking the British from the past in the Empire, right? I'm not saying what the British did in the day was right, correct, and everything like that, yeah? Fair enough, it happened. But why don't you go back a little bit more and go and have a go at the fucking Scandinavians for coming over here on the rowing boats, yeah? Raping, pillaging, cutting the tits off nuns and stuff. And why don't you go and have a word with them, right? And why don't you go and fucking demand an apology off them? Or is that too hard, eh? Eh? Just fuck off. We say, all right, yeah, we made rubber from colonies. Yeah, all right, say it. Doesn't mean you got to fucking try and wipe the sport out now. Piss off. Oh, do you know what? They're just fucking mad, aren't they?
They are mad.
They're just absolutely loopy. All it is to say, oh, I've found something out here and we're all naughty people in the past. Well, if you're that upset about it, why don't you go and lock yourself up? And you can accept the punishment for everybody else that was done in the past.
Yeah, wear your own hair.
Yeah, go and do that. Why don't you say, oh, fucking hell, we were part of the British Empire. I think I best go and put myself in prison forever.
Yeah, go on.
So we don't have to listen to your
misery.
Yeah, so we don't have to listen to your bullshit. KSI, he's in a fight. Still waiting to find his pop. KSI's pop. Prime Hype. Hype Premium or whatever it were. Can't find it. It's lost its energy. Fuck it, not bothered. Couldn't bother down it. And that's about it, really, my love. A seagull, a killer seagull, was seen toying with a rat after finding out it was too big to eat in one go. Dave Groves spotted the bird dragging its rodent prey near his home in Skegness. A seagull and a rat. Never seen anything like it, he says.
Seagulls are bloody big.
Seagulls are big. I mean, they're a protected species, isn't they? But I'm thinking...
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
I don't think you can kill a seagull.
Why would you want to?
Well, I don't say you want to kill a seagull, but you think... I wouldn't thought it'd be a protected bird.
No, I'm surprised.
I mean, pigeons aren't, are they? I mean, you can go down to a town centre and, like... They have these hawks, don't they, that catch birds.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, you know, some of these seagulls are fucking nasty bastards.
Well, they bit a kid's finger off, didn't
Yeah.
they? So long
I wouldn't trust a seagull.
No, I don't like birds anyway.
No.
Scare me.
Yeah. So, boffins have invented a new rugby headband which could reduce brain injuries up to 60% after a string of former pros were diagnosed with dementia. The Halos, produced by UK-based Resin, has been proved to protect players and the risk of concussion. Fair enough. A petrified couple woke in the early hours of the morning to find a fox watching them in bed. He was there taking his missus from behind, and there's a fox.
Yeah, what are they saying now about that? That they're too much of a nuisance to be a protected species or something?
I don't know.
No, I've seen that somewhere else.
Anyway, they heard a racket at 5 AM and thought it was her cat, turned around and saw the fucking fox.
Well, we don't really see foxes round here unless you're very lucky, although we live in the country, don't
Yeah.
we? But we bloody hear them.
Oh yeah, they do squawk, don't they, when they're shagging. A couple had a wedding and Keanu Reeves was there. He turned up at the Fawsley Hall Hotel at Northampton's and agreed to have his photo taken with them. I like Keanu.
Did they know who he was?
Of course he knew who he was.
Oh, we know who he was.
Fuck me, Tony Adams. Is he doing Strictly? Oh, for
Tony Adams. I thought you were in Crossroads.
How the fuck does your mind work?
I don't know.
Mum is a sex tourist and I can't respect her for it. Before the pandemic, she took several trips to Africa where she frolicked with the Beach Boys.
Good
I
for
wish
her.
they all could be California girls. Beach Boys knows as Bumsters. She come home boasting of great sex, wild times, and I turned the other cheek. But she got her fucking cheeks turned and all. However, during 2020, she got very ill. I nursed her out. One afternoon, I told her that I didn't approve of her holiday choices. She was vulnerable and weak, and she wept. Now she's booked another trip. The woman is old enough to make her own decisions. If she wants to go abroad to Africa and bounce around on a fucking love length on the beach, fuck all to do with you. You're just worried because you might lose your inheritance.
Yeah, no, just leave people alone.
Leave people alone. Stop telling us what to do, you bunch of bastards. I've got a cold feet. I deeply regret agreeing to move in with an old mate. She's newly divorced and I'm between flats and all that load of shit. We don't have a car. When we move into a house, the neighbour asked if we could park his van and oh, fuck off, bullshit. Right, what else? Eddie Hearn has come out and said this week that Usyk would beat Tyson Fury. Eddie Hearn, your bloke can't beat Usyk, so it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Doesn't matter. What you say, what anything else says, Tyson will give him a better fight than your mate. And that's it, folks. That's the end of the news.
Did you not read that bit about Idris Elba and the gorilla?
Oh, fucking gorilla stormed him, didn't it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's in there somewhere. Have a look.
In between us, look.
Ooh.
She got this tip. Ooh, Dave.
You're so sexist.
Not sexist, I'm just
What
saying.
makes the world go around?
Fucking is.
Men look at women and
Women
look at men.
I certainly looked at
Yeah.
you. Right, Idris Elba panicked as a giant ape charged straight at him. Idris Elba has told of his terror when a giant gorilla confronted him on a mountain top. The Luther, I like Luther, he's good
Yeah,
though,
but
isn't
what
he?
it was, the baby gorilla was near him, and I think daddy gorilla come up and started beating his chest.
Oh, right.
To say, off.
Luther 49 was watching the animals in the wild while shooting his movie Sometimes about the 1994 genocide in Rwanda. He could have took some fucking immigrants with him.
Oh God, you're determined to commit YouTube suicide, ain't you?
He was coming towards us and the ranger was like, oh fuck. Everyone just stay down. As he was saying that this silverback gorilla charged past the baby, knocking the baby out of her way. And he's crying and he's trying to get his alligator off and it's fucking hilarious. And there's another one where I've seen where this woman, she's doing the thing for kids. And anyway, she goes to feed this alligator or tap it on the nose and the alligator goes, and like got her, drags her into this pool. So she wraps her legs around it.
It's gone into the death hole.
She wraps her legs around its head, like she's bonking on it. And the alligator goes into a death roll. Then this other bloke jumps in and he's trying to wrestle this alligator. And the alligator is not letting go of her hand. So my message is, leave the fuckers alone. They're animals. It's what they do. They kill. They eat what they kill. Yeah? They're very protective of the young. They're very protective of themselves. Just leave them alone. So, that's the end of that news, June. Did you enjoy that? Did you have a laugh and a giggle? I tried to keep it a little bit light-hearted. Tried not to get too political, but sometimes I just can't control myself and I go off on one. I'd love to do something like this on...
The thing is though, with politics, it doesn't matter how much you go on about it. How many prime ministers have we had in our lifetime?
Don't know, how many's the Queen had?
Nothing really changes. I've got to say, this last shit show has been the worst in my lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah, it is all just a complete fucking nightmare. And it's... Do you know what? You actually have to laugh. Because if you don't laugh at what's happening, I think you'd all have a nervous breakdown. I honestly do.
Well, it's a joke, and it's all a bloody joke.
Yeah,
it really
I
is.
think I think people have actually got to take a step back from the news and listen to it and think that's fucking scaremongering.
It's like my first comment, isn't it? Watching the sitcoms.
Yeah,
it's like watching a drama unfold.
It is like watching Yes Prime Minister or something. I have absolutely no faith, no trust. I don't believe what the government say. I could stand next to a politician and he could say it's raining. I'd look out the window and see it's raining and I still wouldn't believe them. They're all lying bastards.
Yeah, I've always been of that opinion.
You have?
Haven't I? Ever since I've met you. I've always been of that opinion.
I've always had the feeling that people died and fought for our votes and all that and we should do it. But the difference is nowadays is that back in the days it meant something. Today's vote nowadays doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you vote for a politician because you believe in his or her policies. But once they get into power, those policies go out the window. You never see them again. No,
it's like they're all... Rishi Sunak, I just don't understand how a billionaire...
Yeah, what's he coming out and saying now? Saying that he didn't agree with lockdown.
Yeah.
What a twat.
He
Why
flew
didn't
back.
you fucking say?
He flew back from America to stop the Christmas lockdown.
You didn't, you lying bastard.
Yeah.
You lying bastard.
You're all lying fuckers.
That bloke, right, he has so much money, he doesn't know what to do with it. If he was so concerned about it, why didn't he speak out? It's not as though he needed to keep his fucking job.
Gutless, coward and everything. If you were that upset with the lockdowns, Rushy, why didn't you resign?
People like Steve Baker, they spoke out
that
against
doctor.
it.
Who was that?
No,
doctor.
Steve Baker, I'm on about the MP.
Yeah.
He spoke out
Yeah, but I'm on
it.
about, and that doctor.
Desmond, what's his name?
Not Tutu.
Not Tutu, what's his name? Desmond Swain, he spoke out against it. Charles...
Gingy's up.
Was it Charles Walker?
Yeah, Charles
He spoke
Walker.
out against it. Where were you, Rishi?
Yeah, where were you, Rishi? You were too busy...
You fucking liar.
Oh, June swore.
I did swear.
Yes.
And it's... Yeah, it's bank holiday weekend and all.
Yeah, so Russia, you can fuck off because you lied there, you lied now. Russia, you even said that you take your family for a fucking McDonald's wrap, breakfast wrap. They've not done them since 2020, you fucking idiot. Do you really, really think that we can trust and believe a word you say, you fucking prick? They're all
multi-millionaire, married to a bloody billionaire.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you know about her?
You don't know nothing. And Liz Truss, you know fuck all and all. Keith Starmer, he knows fuck all. And Ed the fucking horse, he knows fuck all. And that ginger twat up in Scotland, she knows fuck all. You all know fuck all. Met me Prime Minister.